Hello everyone and welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. We've just seen the stories of Gregory and Gus, and they were my uncles. I guess my mom's name is Dawn, and I'm not sure if she's alive, but at least she lived long enough to have me. And we just saw Gus's tragic death with the kite. So yeah, let's move on. What's this? Okay, so they had like this routine. I guess they were homeschooled. So where should we go? Do we have to go back? Oh, wait. Can I go upstairs? Yeah. Cool. Can I climb here? Yeah, I can.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Let's see, where should we start?
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Cool. Yeah, I guess I'm a mixed child. Dawn.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
I thought we were going to see her story, but I guess not. Yeah. Can I jump down here? Oh yeah, I can. Woohoo! And now I have to get back up. Come on. Yeah, let's go to the window.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Cool.
Louis was born a year later.
Oh, is this really a good idea?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Yeah. So this is us, and this is our brother Milton, and our brother Louis.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
This is so cool.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Was this our classroom? It's so cozy.
But it didn't last.
Yeah, oh shit.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I just feel like we're going to die in this game.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, okay, so her brother Milton disappeared and her brother Lewis died. Right?
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Cool. Ah, our brother Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Cool. This was awesome.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Yeah, that's tough. Wow. Where did you go, Milton?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Cool.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay. Guess we have to go around. And I guess we're going up. Oh man.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh, we're really doing this. We did it.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Okay. Let's see.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on. Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Just like my sister.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Whoa.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Shit.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Oh, poor Lewis.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
I'm actually doing both, like doing this fish job and controlling the character.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Shit.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor, and he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Whoa.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen.
handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for
A radiant rainbow.
radiant rainbows. He followed the sound of her
Silver harp.
silver harp.
Yeah.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Come on,
Someone
King
who'd never known
Louis.
success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
What now? Whoa.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Who am I? Am I Louis? Or is that Louis?
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
It says Finch. No? Yeah, it does.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
It is I, the king. Thank you, dear servants.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
All this for me? You shouldn't have. Thank you, dear people. Yes, as you were.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. best I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Damn. Yeah, that was brutal.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Yeah. Wow. Are we like near the end of this game?
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
Yeah. You should be proud of your heritage.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Is this my room? No, it's my mom's. Let's go upstairs.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Whoa.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I guess this was my room.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Okay, Mom. Where's my present?
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Cool.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
Shit.
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Oh.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
What? A tsunami? Oh, she went to the house.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Cool.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Whoa. Where am I going?
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
A bed?
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Yeah, I got to the house.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
No.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car.
Why?
I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
No. Grandma.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
What?
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
I'm controlling the hand.
A few years went by.
Can I blow on it? No. I don't think so. I'm trying to blow my controller, but yeah, it doesn't work. I guess you just have to shake it.
My mom doesn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
Oh
The
shit.
rest happened pretty quickly.
No, Mom.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Shit.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
No.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
Yeah, her baby.
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Awful
But I guess if
stories.
you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh no, are you going to die while giving birth?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What? No! I'm the son! Edith died. Why? So unfair. Oh, and the game ended. Shirley Dallas. I wonder who she is. Yeah. This game was awesome. Very short, but the storytelling was in a whole other level. I think this must be like one of the best games when it comes to storytelling that I played. It was a really sad game, but really, really, really well done. Wow. If you have a chance of experiencing this game, do it. Oh man. I wanted a happy ending, but I guess I was seeing this coming. But I actually thought that she would die in the house, like before giving birth. If I would have to rate this game, I would say that I give it, like story-wise, it gets a 5 out of 5. But if I have to think about like all the different parts of it, I guess I'm giving it a 4 out of 5, because it was quite short. I wish I could have seen more. But what an awesome game it was. Oh, I wish I could continue playing. I feel like this sadness. Yeah. I'm really sad that this game ended. Wow, what a journey. The fun part is that I saw that I had this game in my PlayStation library, but it never occurred to me playing it. I don't know why. Like, the name of the game just didn't attract me at all. But now I'm so glad that I did. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and this was What Remains of Edith Finch. Awesome game. Lewis. The end.